here we go right away, right into it. Zverev and Carreño Busta. So Zverev had some horrible serves, many double faults in the first two sets. He lost those first two sets 6-3 and 6-2. Won the third and fourth sets 6-3, 6-4. Carreño Busta was worked on with his right hip, low back. The trainer was working on him, massaged him. Who knows what's going on there. And then Zverev broke him for match point, and it was an unbelievable comeback. He got him. It was really an unbelievable comeback, but also a huge choke by Carreño Busta. Huge smiles from Zverev. He dug so deep, very impressed, spectacular. According to tennis commentators, Zverev cannot afford a slow start like that in the final on Sunday, and I would have to agree. Moving on to Thiem and Medvedev. John McEnroe was commentating today. He said Medvedev will throw the kitchen sink at Thiem, and Thiem likes to bludgeon the ball, hit big, and hit hard. Nothing too surprising there. Slow conditions, cool weather. Thiem served first. He got a new haircut. 3 unforced errors on Medvedev in game 1, a rarity for him. Medvedev holding serve 93% of the time. Thiem breaking serve 43% of the time in this U.S. Open. Both stats are the highest in the tournament, so something's got to give. Thiem, more firepower, slower conditions favor Thiem, and they were explaining that because Thiem has this big like motion when he hits, the slower conditions favor him because the ball's moving more slowly. He has more time to set up and get more power behind each stroke. At least that's what they were theorizing. Medvedev lost his mind at one point over not being able to challenge a call, and then even Thiem was saying, let him challenge, but for some reason, and the announcer said that was questionable, but for some reason the announcers did not let Medvedev challenge. He crossed the net, actually. He walked over to Thiem's side and pointed at the mark, and he was right, it was out, but they didn't let him challenge. He got a code violation for crossing the net. He then proceeded to demonstratively and sarcastically apologize for crossing the net. It was really funny. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize. And then he turned to Thiem and he's like, I'm so sorry. He did apologize to Thiem in the crossover for the delay. Apparently he did give a sincere apology to Thiem. But anyway, he had won 15 straight sets coming into the match. No man has ever won the U.S. Open without losing at least one set. And he did indeed lose the first set to Thiem to keep that streak intact. Set 2, 4 deuces to get in the 5-5 game. They ended up actually with 6 deuces in that 5-5 game, and Thiem finally won to go up 6-5. Next game, Thiem very frustrated, and they go to a tiebreak. Thiem injured his ankle at some point earlier in the match before that. During the first set. Anyway, he won the second set. Announcers seem to believe that it is a somewhat serious issue for Thiem. They mention it frequently and say Medvedev has to test the ankle, meaning Medvedev needs to make him run a little bit, test his ankle. Medvedev has never won a 5-setter. I thought that was very interesting. Medvedev has never won a 5-setter. I'm sure he barely plays in any 5-setters because he just dominates people so quickly. He's up 3-0 in the third set. Thiem loses game 5, so now he's down 4-1 in the third set. Very loud and prolonged yelling, both in German and English. Something about a hard court and his shoes. He's slipped, and he's very, very frustrated. Thiem clearly laboring now and hobbled. Medvedev had a set point. Thiem fought back and won the game. Now back on serve, trying to tie this set up 5-5. Gutty and gutsy performance. Thiem finishes off Medvedev in straight sets with an incredible comeback in set number 3. He will be the favorite in the final. 21 of 13 last major matches won. Second straight final, and he won the U.S. Open. The Australian Open. He said his heel hurt. It says he has, after a wrong step. He said his heel hurt after a wrong step. He changed shoe and with different insole and was better again. Says he's pain-free and hopes that it is not only adrenaline and that the foot actually feels better tomorrow. Zverev's first major final, a rematch of Australia, 2 tiebreaks in that match, super close. First serve, very precise, out of this world for Zverev, says Thiem. He seems so much more mature than at the Australian Open. That last comment was my comment about Thiem. So Thiem was saying that Zverev's first serve is very precise, out of this world. But yeah, I think Thiem strikes me as very much more mature than he was at the Australian Open. He seems to have grown a lot. Moving on,